Okay, we're going to look at inscribed arcs and, oh, not inscribed, interior and exterior angles. So your interior angles are when you have two chords intersecting and only one could be the diameter, but they both cannot be. So what you're going to end up doing is by having two chords that are intersecting. One is not the diameter. One could be, but not necessarily. So what I've done, I've already labeled my angles as 80, 80, 100, and 100. I kept it simple. All right. So now remember, vertical angles are always congruent. And when two lines intersect, you're going to have the linear pair, four linear pair, but your two sets of vertical angles, and your vertical angles, remember, are congruent. And I labeled the measurement of one arc. Okay, I know my angle is 80 degrees. Okay, I'm going to determine what the measurement is down here. We're not worried about the 100, we just filled it in for, well, one is 70, okay. All right, so I've got 80, okay, my angle is always equal to half the sum of the intercepted arcs. So these GB and FH are intercepted arcs. Okay, little n means I'm putting in a number there. All right, so I took half of a number to get 80. So what I want to do is reverse it. So I'm going to double it to get 160. And I have my formula. So that drops the parentheses, the 1/2's gone. So the measurement of two angles will equal 160. One arc, I'm sorry, measurement of the arcs. One arc is equal to 160. Okay. All right, so this says 160 is equal to the measurement of this arc plus 30. That arc is going to be 130 degrees. Okay, 130 degrees. All right, now that's not quite 70. So right now I have 160 degrees, which means my other two arcs are going to add up to 200. And given that this one looks a little bit larger than the other, let's see, this is going to be about, I'm going to say, we'll make that one 90. All right, so at this point right now, all you have to do is add these three together and subtract from 360 to find this portion. So I get 130 plus 90 plus 30, which gives me, this is 220 plus 30 degrees. I get 250 to this point, okay? Once I know this, I'm going to subtract it from 360 because that's my total arc degrees in the circle. All right, so then we're done. You can always double check, but making sure these all add up to 360 and fini. Now, that's interior. Exterior is almost the same thing, almost exactly, except this is a subtraction sign. So if I'm doing an exterior angle, let me get my drawing started. So it's a secant and a tangent, or two secant lines. I'm going to use two secants. All right. And I'm going to say that, okay, so this section here looks like it could be 110 degrees. Okay, this looks like it's about 40 degrees. Okay, so my two intercepted arcs, because they're the two sections cut by these knives if we're cutting into pizza and we're just not cutting down the center. All right, so I'm going to subtract these two first. So I'm going to take 110 minus 40. Okay. So first we subtract, which is 70 degrees. Okay. Once I have my 70 degrees, I'm going to divide it by 2. And that gives me 35 degrees, and that is your angle. Okay, so when it looks like this, we have two steps. First, you subtract, then divide by 2. Okay. That's when you know both of these. Okay. When I know, say I knew one arc here, and I had to find the other one. This is our formula. You're always going to, okay, it's always addition and divide by 2. And then I add everything up to find what's left. Okay, that's it.